Australian charities are set to lose tens of millions of dollars as they're forced to cancel fundraising events because of the coronavirus pandemic. One of those organisations is a really important and wonderful organisation, My Room Children's Cancer Charity. I'm joined now by CEO Margaret Zita. How are you, Margaret? Thanks for joining us on the program this Sunday morning. You've been forced to cancel your annual ball. It's a huge blow because that's where you guys would be at the moment, organising this wonderful function.
Oh, it's been so difficult. I have to say, coming off a pandemic and going through it, especially here in Victoria, we're just, we're all isolating at home, and it's been extremely difficult for our families, the children that are in the hospitals that can't even see their own siblings or extended families. It's extremely difficult. But, we would be in the thrust of organising our big gala ball, which is our, one of our big main fundraising events for the year. And it's actually gut-wrenching to see the effect of what this pandemic is doing across all charities, but especially a charity like My Room that really, really, really needs those funds to come in to continue the amazing work that we're doing.
Oh, absolutely. And these stories need to be told. There needs to be a voice because children are still being diagnosed with cancer. They're still suffering from these hideous diseases, and we need to raise money, as much money as we can, because the gap between government and benevolence is still huge. So we all need to put our hand in our pocket where we possibly can.
Oh, absolutely. But we're also very mindful that so many of our supporters, and we do rely on the generosity of our donors, are doing it really tough at the moment. And so there's a really fine line, because you don't want to be putting more stress on, or putting more, asking more companies and people that have supported you over the years that are doing it so tough now through the pandemic. So it is really tough, because we are a respectful organisation. It's volunteer-led, so we do rely heavily on all the support that comes around. So every dollar counts, no matter how big or small. So, yeah, it's they're challenging times, and we wouldn't be the first, and we won't be the last. But we know that our families, on top of the pandemic, are in hospitals going through another crisis of their own. So My Room actually gets in there and supports not only the families that are going through this journey through financial hardships. We support those families. We, fund clinical care. We fund medical equipment where it's needed, and we put in a lot of time and money into the fact that we know that we need to invest in clinical care and research, because that's paramount to any family journey. We want to find that 100% cure. It's absolutely important.
Oh, I agree. And thankfully, we do live in a very positive country. We do live in a very generous country here in Australia, and we will get through this pandemic. And one of the reasons why people keep giving is because that's the nature of who we are. Now, you're thinking outside the box, like many charities, to continue the great work. The Spin King, my great mate Shane Warne is helping out, and he's got a little bit of fragrance to go. It's always got to have something a little bit magical about Warnie.
Well, he sure has. I can't believe the generosity, not only of Warnie, but of the amazing Chemist Warehouse. So just through an introduction between Shane and Chemist Warehouse, because Shane's been an advocate of My Room for many years, just doing, what he can behind the scenes to brighten the children's, families, put a smile on their face. But, they come together with, Shane and Chemist Warehouse have come together, and Chemist Warehouse have been incredible because they've been supporting us on the sidelines for a number of years. And to do this during, a time that we absolutely needed, and leading into Father's Day, this is a perfect win-win for everybody, because we know that people have to go to a pharmacy. Hopefully it's a Chemist Warehouse pharmacy, but it's probably one of the only things that are open through this lockdown in Victoria and across nationally, and all regional or regional states, we know that when they're in a Chemist Warehouse store, by picking up a bottle of this amazing scent, that would not only be helping, purchase a gift for a great Father's Day gift or just cheering up somebody that needs it during this pandemic, but also knowing that you're contributing to a beautiful charity like Myron. It's a win-win.
Absolutely. Well said, Margaret. And Shane Warne, he's a good man. He loves a little bit of 80s music. And just to you, and like half my family lives in Melbourne, and to you and all the people around, just know that the rest of the country is with you at the moment. It's a very difficult time. Thanks so much for coming on Weekend Edition.
Thank you.